So fertilization has occurred and we now have a zygote. A zygote is a diploid cell. It has 46 total chromosomes. And it is going to start to undergo cell division. And so when the zygote divides and undergoes cell division, it undergoes mitosis. So mitosis is specifically the type of cell division where one cell gives rise to two cells. So it's an early point in cell division, we could have 4 cells right here, and they would be enclosed in that plasma membrane. So that, not the plasma membrane, excuse me, the fertilization membrane. So this is my fertilization membrane. So early on, we have a stage of embryonic development, which is called the morula. And the morula is a solid ball of cells. So that is going to be like 8 cells, 16 cells, and every time the cells undergo cell division, they get smaller and smaller. But eventually, we're going to develop a hollow ball of cells, which is called a blastula or a blastocyst. So we have a cell, and I'm showing it here two-dimensionally, but we have this hollow ball of cells. And then in the inside, we have cells located right here. Okay, so this is called a sometimes you hear it say blastula or a blastocyst. I think your book uses blastocyst because it is hollow and it is fluid filled. So this can still be in that fertilization membrane initially, but this is the stage where it's going to break free from the fertilization membrane. So this outer layer of cells right here is referred to as the trophoblast. So I'm going to use a different color here. So this outer layer is the trophoblast. Tropho means feeding. And so this is what is actually going to release digestive enzymes to allow that early embryo to digest its way into the inside of the lining of the uterus. And then we have what is called the inner cell mass. And so this inner cell mass is what is going to become the embryo. So at this stage, this is the stage where it is going to break free from the fertilization membrane. So let's look at a diagram showing where this is happening inside the female's body. So remember that ovulation occurs, fertilization occurs up near a part of the uterine tube called the ampulla. So fertilization happens here, and then we have like the 4-cell stage. The morula is a solid ball of cells, and then we have a blastocyst. Notice that the zona pellucida and the fertilization membrane is actually degenerates, and the blastocyst breaks free. So here we have the cavity, which is filled with fluid, and then we have the single layer of cells called the trophoblast, and then the inner cell membrane. So at about 7 days, we now have the implantation of the embryo. So the blastocyst breaks free. From the fertilization membrane. And these early blastocysts are actually mobile. They have cilia on them and they can move around a little bit. And then at this point, this is the stage where the embryo embeds in the lining of the uterus. So it embeds in the lining of the uterus. So that would be the endometrium. That is the functional layer of the uterus. that has been prepared. It is vascular, it is glandular, it's feeding the embryo prior to the development of the placenta.